It's a good day when I get to record a video, man. I'll tell you what, I miss doing this. I miss making videos. Oh, I've been so sick of school. I'm so happy to be back. What's up, everybody? D-Man back. Welcome to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing another Godzilla Vs Kong news and updates. Yes, baby, let's get into it. We got some good stuff to cover, but there's not too much. Chapter time's in the description below. Skip to whichever story you want, but there's not too much to be talking about today. I'm just mostly doing this to kind of announce the MonsterVerse WatchAlong to get more awareness for that, so that's kind of the purpose of me making this video at the moment, because I could have waited to do this news and updates until there was a little bit more pressing news, but I wanted to do this now. Starting out, we have a meme posted by Legendary on Twitter of all our Godzilla boys, the Godzilla gang, if you will, the Godzilla gang. They're all zooming in to work as you do, you know. It really do be like that at the moment, don't it? Sometimes you just gotta do it. God, I'm so sick of Zoom. I'm so sick of school. Next up, this one's incredible, man. Lenny Romero is one of my favorite artists. I've met him in person multiple times. He's a great guy, and he consistently produces fantastic art, and this is no exception. His Godzilla Vs Kong art is amazing. Look at that. It just looks so cool. I love it. Godzilla looks super powerful and mean, and Kong's looking downright scary in this image. I love the scars on his chest being super exaggerated. I love it. I love the beard. I think this is an awesome piece. Next, news. This one's really important you listen to me. There's no trailer release date. Stop with the trailer release date stuff. There's no release date. We don't know when the trailer's coming. I've seen so many people talking about Warner Brothers confirmed the trailer's gonna be here this April. Did you check what date that news is coming from? Because I'll tell you what date. It's all coming from April 1st. So many people got tricked by these April Fool's pranks saying that the trailer was going to come April 10th, April 30th, I don't know. Just all over April. People saying the trailer's coming all over April. Even if the trailer does come in April, and I don't expect it will, but even if it does, it has nothing to do with what we've heard so far, because everything we've heard so far is just a bunch of fake people saying fake stuff. I don't know, man. I'm trying to stress this point because I've heard it so much, because I've been streaming so much lately that it just shows up in my streams all the time. Did you hear about the trailer coming this April? There is no trailer coming this April. Not that we know of anyways. We got some good, exciting news here. Toho is expected to double down on their global strategy following the COVID situation. That means they are going to start investing in Hollywood productions a lot more. As I've talked about a lot on the channel over the past over half a year, it's been a little bit over a half a year now that I've been talking about. Toho definitely wants to get more involved with the US side of things. They opened up a new US studio, kind of. They're really looking to collaborate and work with US studios. So I do think co-financing Godzilla movies is a huge potential for the future. As I've been saying for a while now, Toho is definitely trying to step up their involvement in the MonsterVerse, and I think this could open a door here with Toho being much more involved in Hollywood productions. I think we could see some more co-financed films moving forward. Kind of like a Sony Marvel deal with Spider-Man, but instead of Spider-Man, it's Godzilla. I definitely see that as a huge possibility, and unlike with Spider-Man, I don't think we lose either way. You know, if Spider-Man winds up in the hands of Sony, I consider that a loss because that means he's ripped from the MCU. But if Godzilla winds up in the hands of Toho, he winds up in the hands of Toho, the original creators of Godzilla, who have produced so many awesome Godzilla movies. So I don't see that as a situation where we lose either way. Toho is also excited for Godzilla vs Kong. I mean, they even tweeted about it. They are excited to see Godzilla and Kong go head to head in 8 months. So they're hyped about that, as we all are. And I know with the trailer stuff as well, I know it's just people being excited. You know, you're excited for the movie, you want to see stuff for it. I think it can definitely be read as very desperate and cringy and demanding and entitled when you scream at the studios telling them to give you a trailer, and when you go out of your way at every opportunity to say the trailer is right around the corner when we have no idea when it is. I'm just saying, be patient. Be patient. It'll all work itself out in the end. It'll all be awesome in the end. We're gonna get the movie someday. It's good to go. We're okay. We can do it. Black Widow has been moved back from its May release date to November 6th, so it has taken Eternal's spot. Eternals has been booted. This is some news that kind of frustrated me because the way the community responded to this news is not the way they should have. I don't know. I don't think this is something that we should fret. I don't think we should be so worried about this. This is the end of the MonsterVerse right here. Black Widow moving has just single-handedly killed the MonsterVerse. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Black Widow will certainly do more damage to Godzilla vs Kong than Eternals was going to, but I also don't think Black Widow is going to be the nail in the coffin. I think if Godzilla vs Kong underperforms, that is going to be the result of a poor ad campaign, and that will also also be the result of so many movies coming out at the end of the year, because at this point, every movie is coming out at the end of the year and the beginning of 2021, simply because this is unprecedented, this situation we're in. I think every movie is going to underperform, or every movie is going to overperform. Those are the two possibilities I see personally. I think that's going to be the way it goes. Every movie is going to either underperform or overperform. I have fingers crossed that every movie will overperform because people are eager to get back to the theaters, but I don't know. They could all just eat up each other's box office. I have no idea. But no, I don't think this is going to be the nail in the coffin, but I also saw a lot of people treating this like it was a good thing, and that kind of annoyed me because everyone was saying so much stuff about Eternals, like Eternals was going to kill Godzilla vs Kong, like, oh my god, it's guaranteed to be the next Avengers Endgame. No, it wasn't. Eternals was never going to be that. As I've been saying for a while, Eternals probably be on the lower end of the MCU spectrum. That could change. We don't know. We haven't seen the trailers for it yet. But as far as the buzz for the movie goes before the trailers, and as far as people's opinions on that property from the Marvel Comics, it's not very hyped at the moment. No one really cares. No one likes the Eternals comics. It doesn't do well, and people just aren't talking about it as much as they're talking about things like Black Widow, Doctor Strange 2, all the other stuff. Seems like Eternals is kind of the one that everyone's like, yeah, I guess it's coming out. So I think Eternals would have been the better competition, but I saw people being like, oh man, Black Widow, oh, because that movie already had its ad campaign, it's gonna fail at the box office. I don't think that's gonna happen. First of all, it's a Marvel movie. It's not gonna fail at the box office. Second of all, yeah, it has had its ad campaign, and in a case like James Bond, I think that's gonna really hurt the film, but this is a Marvel movie. Marvel fans are totally down to wait. I think James Bond really got hurt by moving back when they were almost done with their ad campaign. But Black Widow, I don't think it matters. I think Marvel fans are gonna be Marvel fans no matter what. Eiza Gonzalez discusses reshoots for Godzilla vs Kong. Do you remember the big bad reshoots that everyone was fearing that was gonna be this total game changer and it was just gonna redo the entire film and it was gonna be totally disgusting and just ruin everything, and that never actually happened? Yeah, I remember that too. All those articles telling us the end of the MonsterVerse was gonna happen because of the reshoots. Eiza Gonzalez talks about the reshoots, and they're pretty interesting what she has to say, because it sounds like it was nothing, as I told you it would probably be nothing. So this is from some interview where some guy's asking her, I'm just looking through the interview right now, some dude was asking her, heard other people from the cast went back for reshoots. Like, yeah, it's been done, it's over with. She says the movie's taken a long time because of all the CG in it, so that's why it is coming down the road. That's why we haven't gotten it yet, along with a number of other factors. Yeah, she says currently they're just working on post-production for the film, which is where it's at the moment. She then goes on to praise the Godzilla vs Kong fan base, talking about Godzilla fans and King Kong fans and how passionate they are, and she says she thinks it'll make us really happy when we get to see this film. She does say that Kong and Godzilla will have separate storylines that will run parallel to one another, so that's pretty interesting, kind of like in the original King Kong vs Godzilla film. And then she says it's a large cast and that it was a lot of fun to work with everybody. And she says that two young girls are at the heart of this film. I don't know what that means. Maybe she's talking about herself, Millie Bobby Brown, maybe she's talking about herself and Xia Zhang playing Dr. Chen and Dr. Ling. I don't know. She says, but the heart of it is two young girls as well. I don't know what that quote exactly refers to, but it's pretty interesting. And then she talks about reshoots, and she says, yeah, there was additional photography, but it wasn't anything crazy. It was just like any other film. There you go. I mean, that's exactly what we thought it was going to be. It was just small stuff. That's exactly what it sounds like it was. It was just small stuff. She has another interview here where she discusses Godzilla vs Kong very briefly, where she says the schedules were getting really complicated because I was shooting in Australia while they were in London for whatever. I think she's talking about some other film. They were on the phone every day trying to find a form of doing so. Again, I think she's talking about trying to schedule her to be in all these locations at once because she was working on multiple projects, especially because my Godzilla schedule was very demanding. I'm in the whole film. I've seen some people take that as she's going to be the main character of this new film. I don't think that means she's going to be the main character of this new film. You can also say the same thing about someone like Rick Stanton in Godzilla King of the Monsters. He is in the whole film for Xia Zhang. She's in the whole film, but she's not the main character of the film. The Russell family is the main character of Godzilla King of the Monsters. So I think that's kind of the idea here. Her character is going to be in the whole film, yes, but I don't think her character is going to be the main character in this film. I think the Russells will continue to be the main characters of this movie as well. Yeah, so we just got some small stuff with those interviews. Next, we lead to the Godzilla MonsterVerse Watch-Along. Yes, I'm so excited for this. It's going to be so cool. I can't wait. It'll give us so much content, hopefully. Legendary, you gonna give us some content? I'm hoping for some content because that'll be awesome. So what is the watch along? I know a lot of people, including myself, were confused when we very first heard about this. The MonsterVerse watch along is gonna happen every Thursday night starting this Thursday night and running for 3 weeks. It's gonna be this Thursday, next Thursday, and the Thursday after that. It will be hosted by Nerdist and Legendary. So Nerdist is the online comic book and movie news website, and Legendary is the studio that brought us the MonsterVerse films in the first place. One of the studios, I should say. I believe the Legendary Twitter will be taken over by a MonsterVerse expert. Not not someone who's just a big fan like myself, but someone who actually is working on these projects. I think it's going to be one of the guys in charge of writing the comic books and working on the expanded canon. So I think someone involved with the expanded canon will take on the Legendary Twitter, and then we'll talk about who's going to be taking on the Godzilla movies Twitter, because that is going to be important too, or the Godzilla official Twitter. So that's going to be pretty important here in a minute. But yes, the watch-alongs will happen every Thursday night. Starting this Thursday night, they will be hosted by Legendary, so they are official. They're going to be hopefully trending all over Twitter. Hopefully it'll be pretty popular. It's going to be very exciting. I'm super hyped for it. So I'll read you the little note here. Join the MonsterVerse watch-along for Godzilla trivia, behind-the-scenes information, concept art, and polls, and maybe a special guest will drop by to tweet along with us. So it's going to be pretty sweet, man. I'm excited for this. What the watch-alongs are is basically just everybody watches the film on their own, starting at the exact same time. So I'll be watching the film on my own, you'll be watching the film on your own, but we'll all be watching it simultaneously so that we can tweet about it live as the film is going. I've seen some other movies doing this, but the way they worded it with commentary, they said they were going to do commentary, and I was like, well, wait a minute. If there's commentary involved, that means we all have to tune in somewhere. So I was trying to figure out where to tune in, but what they were referring to with commentary is going to be tweets are going to serve as commentary throughout the film. This is going to start at 5 o'clock Pacific time. That's 8 o'clock Eastern time. So keep in mind your own time zone for when it's going to start. So you'll see me here at 5 o'clock, and I will be live streaming because I can't wait to do this MonsterVerse watch along. It's going to be really sweet. And it's not only that, but we also have Gareth Edwards joining us, not on this channel. That'd be really sweet if Gareth Edwards wanted to join us on this channel and watch it with me. God, that'd be awesome. That is not the case. Gareth Edwards will be live tweeting along with everybody. He will be taking over the Godzilla Twitter. So he will be the one officially tweeting there, whereas someone from the MonsterVerse, I'll have to figure out the name for next time I talk about this, will be tweeting on the Legendary Twitter. It should be awesome, man. It's just going to be like a big celebration of Godzilla in the MonsterVerse. It's going to be so cool. Next week will be Kong Skull Island, and then the week after that will be Godzilla King of the Monsters. We can take this as our opportunity to share our support and passion for the MonsterVerse with the people involved in the MonsterVerse. Hopefully that'll make it so that they realize we definitely want more, so that they realize this is something that could be financially sound, so that they realize there is a huge fan base. So be vocal, but don't be annoying. Don't pester them for the trailers. Don't do anything like that. Just, you know, enjoy the ride. And Legendary did chime in on the trailer, and this is something that I think is very important, and I'll read you exactly what they wrote because I do think it's important. They said, "The day we get to share the Godzilla vs Kong trailer with you will be a true celebration. But in the meantime, we hope this watch along is a fun way for all of us to come together with our favorite titans. We're sorry to get any hopes up and look forward to sharing some Easter eggs with you." So what they're referring to is a lot of people thought that by the end of this, by the 4th week, that 4th Thursday was going to be the trailer release date. And I suppose it's possible that that could happen, but that's not what they're saying is going to happen. They are saying that this is simply just going to be a fun get-together for the fans online. It's not going to be a build-up to the trailer coming out. However, that would be a pretty good marketing strategy if they were to do that. I think that could really drive up a lot of hype for the Godzilla vs Kong trailer. But that's not what it is. It's not building up to the Godzilla vs Kong trailer. So what they're doing is April 9th will be Godzilla 2014, April 16th will be Kong Skull Island, and then April 23rd will be Godzilla King of the Monsters. I don't know, I think it's going to be really awesome. Again, as with the trailer, just relax. It'll be okay. We can make it. Please just be patient. It'll be okay. I'm telling you guys, we're guaranteed to get a trailer over summer, so just wait until summer. We're guaranteed to get a trailer between May to July. That's not that far away. Honestly, we can hold out. I'm anticipating, as I've been saying for a while, that we'll start to get our first teasers in May or at the very end of this month, and then we'll get the trailer in July. That's what I think is going to happen, and I just wish we could be a little more patient about it and not harass the studios, especially when they're doing something awesome like this, because they're definitely trying to give back to the fans here. I don't know, I feel bad for them getting harassed constantly about this trailer when it's kind of out of their hands at the moment. They got to do what they got to do. Well, there you go, guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys tonight. I will be live streaming the Godzilla watch-alongs with you, so I'll see you all then, and I hope you enjoyed. D-Man, out.